Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very fucking important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people that smoke, people that drink, people people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people like marijuana, people like weed. Get out of here, skedaddle. Because most of you motherfuckers don't have common sense. Okay? If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roasts, you put it down below. With my cringy ass, right? But of course, I may seem creepy to the masses, which of course is a method to my madness. It's okay. It's completely fine. I'm not looking for popularity when I make my videos. This is part of my life, okay, and how I want it to be, okay, for safety reasons, okay, because I might kill a bunch of people, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to snap out when I get possessed, and police bullets don't work on me and shit, okay. But anyway. Let's talk about a subject now here. The subject for today, before I begin cooking my seared pork chop, okay? Because I love seared pork chops. Oh my God, okay? Oh my God, I know how to cook so well. I get so many compliments. But so far I won't be able to cook for long from anybody lately. I've been cooking for myself and my daughters, which is great. But other than that, let's go into the subject now here. Today's topic will be about the conundrum with women working for their white masters versus their husbands. As I said before, I had a conversation. I'm always talking to people on the Facebook who still are in La La Land. They don't understand what it means to work for a master, for the white man at your job compared to your husband. It's a far easier job to take care of your husband than the white man, okay? The white man is demanding, okay? You have to get up at on time. But there's a little trick here. There's a trick catch 22 here. If your husband got you working, okay, y'all both are working, okay, it is far more easy to take care of your husband than your job, because your job is strict. You know how you got women out there who's saying, okay, your job, that's something else, that's something different. No, it's not, bitch. Okay, you work because it was optional. You don't have to work, but you work because it's an obligation. It's a job. A marriage is a job. Everything is a contract. Almost everything is a contract. You get in a relationship, that's a form of a contract, unless it's agreed upon, where you could just leave or not leave, okay? Because even it could be a passive contract, or it could be an aggressive contract, okay? Because some contracts, when you leave, you lose your life, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's a hardcore contract, okay? Everything you get into, when I'm in this place where I'm living at, I'm under a contract, okay? If I break certain rules, I'm under a contract, okay? So working for the white masters is really harder, because you got to get up in the morning. Almost every day, you don't feel like slaving for that man. You know you're doing it for money. You know you are. But when for your husband, who actually cares about you, who actually is affectionate to you, you want to treat him different. You want to get tired of him, okay? But you won't get tired of the white man when you work for him, right? See? There you go. You won't get tired of the white man because you need that money. You need to survive. But you also need your husband too. But instead, you want to go to the court. Instead, you want to go to white daddy. Instead, you want to go to family court. Instead, you want to get alimony, child support, and all that other bullshit, okay? And I had to argue with this female. I said, don't you agree? You work by force to get extra money, rather than it's so much more easier to be with your husband, which you don't have to work at all. Only thing you need to do is please him and respect his ass. That's all you need to do, is please him and respect his ass. Your husband ain't being as hard as you. If your husband do ask something of you, that means that he's a good man. He's a real good man. If you say you're fat, oh my God, that's a greater man, okay? Because he cares about your health. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Your job don't give a fuck about your health. Your job don't give a fuck about you. The only thing your job cares about is what you're doing at that job. And it's way more harder to go to the job than to take care of your fucking husband. And I wish a bitch would. But I don't really mind, though. I don't really mind females acting like that. They just have to be educated. And then when I told her that, he said, yeah, there is a difference. I said, so now do you agree that you're being forced to work? And she said, yeah. And then she calmed down. I said, but I just wanted to make this video to make it clear, though. That's the fucking conundrum. That's the catch-22 when it comes down to being in relationships, regardless if you're in a relationship or in a marriage relationship. And as I said before, marriage is a type of contract. And that's why I tell guys if you want to sign that fucking stupid-ass contract with the government, get a prenup at least, dog. Get a prenup, damn. Even if you don't have nothing. I know this one guy, this one female, she struck it rich and divorced her husband. Guess what? She didn't sign a prenup, so he gets the money. He gets spousal support. Spousal support, bitches. Okay, you know what that is? That's a contractual agreement. You broke the contract, you went to court, you get some of that money, unless a prenup is signed. So it's important for any fool out there who want to get married because they're in la la land and they don't know anything about women. Okay, y'all guys are the one who is the secondary in command. The female asks you, you ain't gonna stay with this shit unless you get married to me. She pimping the shit out of your ass. Okay. So me, I take advantage of that bitch. So, oh, you want me to marry you? Okay, we're gonna do polygyny. We're gonna try to get this shit cracking because you're gonna be working for me. That's how real men say, okay, you got to think. You got to think like I do, okay? I brought my wife in this country knowing that she would try to screw me over by 60%. I knew everybody was telling me she gonna chance it. Yeah, I'm waiting for it though. It doesn't matter if I lose or win, okay? It's just I'm gonna win on both sides. That's how you have to think. You gotta play the game of chess, you guys. And that's all I really wanted to say. So go up to a female who had actually divorced her husband and say, why did you divorce your husband, okay? Because yada, yada, yada. You can only get one side. If you hear his side, it's going to be real simple. Well, she wasn't doing this, and that. It's probably like one or two things. She wasn't giving no head right. She wasn't staying in the house. She wasn't getting off the phone. Something that she's doing is something real small and shit. And then next thing you know, you'll all the blame. She'll try to divert your attention. Like, he was a drunk. He was an abuser. I'm like, no, he had to be something else before that happened, bitch. Don't try to lie. Two stories of the coin. You got to get both sides of the coin. Don't just hear the woman's side and she saw sobbing and crying. She saw crying. You're going to fall for that shit like a simp, okay? I can't stand soft motherfuckers. They get on my nerve, man. There's too many of y'all out there. Simps are everywhere. They'd rather be a sucker in the house and be a problem for her subconsciously. She just using you for the money. That's all she's using it for, because if you ain't got no money, you get no honey, baby. You ain't got no money, you ain't get no honey. That's old school talk right there. No money, no honey, baby. And y'all guys got to start asking these women questions and shit. Because y'all don't even ask the real hardcore questions. I said, first of all, if you ain't no virgin, you got to pay up. That's all about money. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your love. Okay, that love going to go so far. Okay, everybody these days guys are learning now. I'm not seeing the rates go up for marriage now these days because of the COVID and shit. But understand this, you ask a female and say, why you broke up with your husband? It's usually 9 times out of 10 some kind of excuse that she had that she didn't want to listen to. Okay? You know, guys usually have hobbies to keep themselves distracted, and they don't usually cause the divorces in the first place. They don't think about the divorce. You don't got no time to go through all that bullshit. So he'll try to work something out or some shit like that. It doesn't matter if he cheated or not. Okay? Because more likely a man is not supposed to be with one woman in the first place. Okay? But if she cheats, he'll still stay with her ass. Think about that shit, okay? I'm like, damn, I hear so many white crackers and shit. Niggas don't have to deal with marriage. They don't marry. That's why you hear women out there talking about, oh, you don't want to marry a black man. But yeah, because he's too alpha. He ain't got no time for your ass. You ain't satisfying. You ain't going to be able to satisfy him for long. You might get your nut off, but that's all you're going to get. Because that nigga don't got nothing upstairs, okay? He don't know how to do no money. Most niggas don't know how to do that shit. Then most niggas don't know how to even talk, okay? But you just want to fuck them now. I know so many niggas who just basically 8s, 9s, and 10s, and they ain't got no brain upstairs, but they get all the pussy. Okay, so it's really the women's fault who's choosing those bitches. So you tell her, why you break up? Something small, okay, and it actually was your boyfriend white or black? Okay, usually 9 times out of 10 somebody white. Okay, they don't marry no black. Ain't no real alpha male gonna marry no chick unless he gonna be like me, being smart, taking advantage of the system. Because he tried to take advantage of me, so it goes like, that's catch-22. You do this, you lose that, you lose that, you lose. To me, I don't do eye for an eye. I do eye for 2 eyes. I usually tell you in advance, okay, this is what's going to happen. And if I'm pissed off enough, you're going to get 2 strikes. I'll stomp your shit out, okay, to make sure your heart is smashed and not recycled, okay? And then you understand, you learned your lesson real quick. But I talked under 10 minutes, you guys. Please understand this conundrum with women who think they are smarter than men. They slave for the white man rather than for their husbands. And eventually, one day, women will wake up and start believing in polygyny and keeping their virginity, okay, maybe. But that's all I really want to say. But that's the new evolutionary man. I already made a video about the evolution of fucking MGTOW. Okay, so please understand that. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.